Okay. So the next thing is prepping your fabric. And for this piece project, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have pieces that are, let's see, we'll do 8 by 10 with them being 10 inches long and 8 inches wide. So before you start cutting your fabric into the 8 by 10 shape, you have to understand, or you have to realize that 8 long means 8 on the length grain. And fabric has very specific grains. The length grain runs along the edge of the fabric where there's a finished edge. So right here you can kind of see how this edge is tightly woven. This is called the selvage. This is always the length grain. The fabric doesn't stretch this way very much at all. The width grain, that's the part where it usually gets cut if you're buying it by the roll. And it's got a little bit more stretch that way. We're not doing anything on the bias yet, which is a 45-degree angle when it's the stretchiest. We're going against the length grain. So what we're going to do is use our measuring tool, and mine starts down here with the 1 inch. And we're going to mark, oh, I need my pencil. So first thing you do is you take your fabric and take your selvage edge and get that all nice, cleaned out. Take your ruler and go mark at the 10-inch spot. So right there. Yes, we're drawing directly on the fabric. So that's that. What we're going to do, instead of cutting out 7 separate pieces that are 8 by 10, what you're going to do, you're just going to cut at the 10-inch mark and pull. I'm going to rip off my selvage here at the bottom, so I'm snipping and ripping. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to mark up 8 inches. And I'm going to move it up. And I'm going to mark 8 inches. And I'm going to do it again. And then I have this extra bit at the bottom here. Whatever, save this for something else. So, whee! And then, instead of cutting, what you're gonna do here is you're gonna snip and rip. And that's piece number 1. And then you're gonna snip it and rip it. And that's piece number 2. Ironing board. You have to press your fabric before you work with it, because otherwise it's all wrinkly and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So take your iron and set it to something with a steam. I'm going to do like 4.5 on this. And we wait for it to load and heat properly. Ha! Can you see the steam? I accidentally overfilled it before, so it's cleaning itself out now. Okay, let's use this. So basically, just press your fabric like so. you just want to make it flat. So that way, it's nice and pretty. We're just going to put it over there. And that's that. You want to leave your iron kind of off to the side because you are going to be pressing your pieces in between, like when you're sewing them. So just put your ironing stuff off to the side.